Hello. I want to be sharing few tips to healthy relationship. Okay, actually, we can have a healthy relationship with ourselves, with our friends, with our families, with our with opposite sex, opposite partners. Okay, but it's very important that you focus on healthy relationship. Anything that does not uh, keep you healthy or help you stay healthy, you need to run away from it. My name is Chioma Philip, and I'll be talking on few tips to maintaining healthy relationships. It has been shown that healthy relationships increase happiness. Okay, it improves your health and also affects your emotional state, your mindset. It reduces stress. That's why I said anything that would affect your space, right, that want to drain happiness from you, that relationship is not healthy. So you should run away from it. So studies have shown that people that keep healthy relationships are happier and they are less stressed. Not like they don't face stress, but the way they handle it and the way it, you know, turns out with them, it's better than those that already are dealing with unhealthy relationship. So in case you're here hearing my voice today and you're in an unhealthy relationship, I will encourage you to run away from it, right? So I want to just share basic ways you can maintain or keep healthy relationship. It comes differently for everyone, okay? But the tips I'll be sharing are things that affects everyone, that cuts across every relationship, friendships, work and family relationships, even romantic relationships. So I'll just share one. Let's learn to keep expectations realistic. Our expectations should be realistic, should not be too ambiguous. All right, no one can be everything, no one can be so perfect, right? No one can be everything you want them to be, but you can keep your expectation in relationships realistic. All right, healthy relationship means accepting people, the way they are, and not trying to change them. Actually, nobody can change, but they can improve if they are open to improvement, if they decide and if they observe and accept their fault or accept their shortcomings and they start working on it. That is where improvement comes in, but you can't change anybody. Secondly, talk with each other. Communication is very key in relationship. You can't have a healthy relationship where you don't communicate frequently. All right, you can't say things enough, you can't talk enough, you must keep talking. Some people, I like to talk, all right, but constructively. So for my relationship to be very healthy, I must keep communicating. It is very essential to a healthy relationship. You need to take the time to really be there for that person. All right, you need to know the person more, you need to communicate more, talk more, be able to discern and understand the person more. When you talk frequently with your partner, with your friends, with families, you'll be able to know everyone's differences. You begin to understand yourselves better, and that way you can lead a healthy relationship. All right, then genuinely try to listen to the person. Do not interrupt them easily. Don't be a fast talker. Be more of a good listener to your partner, to your friends. All right, don't just be the one talking. Listen more. It will help your relationship to stay healthy. That will help you to fully understand their perspective as well. Everyone has a perspective, not just yours. Everyone must not buy your own idea. Everyone must not function the way you want them to function. You need to be open-minded, all right, to also let them share their perspective. And you also work sometimes with their own ideas. That one of the ways can keep or lead a healthy relationship. Thirdly, be flexible. Ladies, be flexible. Let's be flexible. It is natural to feel uneasy about changes. It's not actually easy, but a healthy relationship allows for change and growth, for improvement, for growth in different areas of our lives. Right? When you're alone, it's a lot of work. Then imagine being with someone else. Imagine when you start dating or courting. Then imagine when you're now married. So we need to be flexible in our decisions, flexible in our ideas, flexible in how our communication, give more room to the other person to be able to also express him or herself. Okay, so be flexible. Let's not be rigid. Let not be our way all the time. So flexibility is very key in leading a healthy relationship. I hope you heard that. Did you hear me? Okay, so number 4, take care of yourself. Like I always tell myself, I am all I've got. I know I need to take care of myself. I need to stay healthy. I need to be happy. I like my space. All right, so take care of yourself. Find what liberates your mind. Find what boosts your emotions. Find what makes you, keep hope alive. Find what makes you strong, what makes you stay energetic, what makes you in shape, what keeps you in shape, what keeps you in tune with reality, So you need to take care of yourself. You need to have a mutual relationship with the other person. So taking care of yourself is very key, So healthy relationships are mutual, okay? With room for both people's needs. All right? So take care of yourself too. So that you can, when you take care of yourself and you're healthy and you're okay, then you can be there for another person. Okay? Yeah. So number 5, be dependable. Be very dependable. Most of the relationships you see these days are very parasitic. Right? It's one-sided. It's one way. A healthy relationship cannot function when it's one-sided. It has to be 2 ways. It takes a lot of work to keep it. It takes a lot of nourishing to keep a relationship working. All right? So you have to be dependable. If you make plans with someone, for example, all right? If you make plans with someone, follow through. Call the person, check on the person. Don't just assume they should know. Reach out. If you take on a responsibility, complete it. Be there for the person. Not, you don't have to do it for the whole world to see. You don't have to blow your trumpet or what you do for someone else, but just be there for the person. Pay sacrifices. Relationship is about sacrifice. So if if you cannot sacrifice for someone you're close to, or you call a friend, or someone you're dating, or you're courting, or you're in your relationship, then you're not started. All right. So you have to be a dependable person. Are you the one that they share things with, and you're trusted? You can pray with the person. You can encourage the person with positive words. There are people you share things with, and you regret forever when you share things with them. Yes, you will regret it. All right, so be that dependable person. I tell myself, I would like to be what I want others to be to me. Because if I'm not looking at myself or working on myself, I will always be expectant. I'll always want the other person to be right when I am not even right. So if I want this person to treat me executive, I have to be executive. I have to be like that with them too, relate to that, so that they can also know, oh, this kind of thing I like, this is how I want things to be done, so it's more like a reciprocal. Yeah, so that's the word I'll use for it. So be dependable, be trustworthy in relationship. Be trustworthy. Be that friend that will be positive with you, the next person, that will lift the person up in prayer, that will lift the person up with positive words. Can they call you when they are down? How many of your friends can call you when they are downcast? How many of your friends can talk to you deep things, and you people pray about it and work out solutions to get them done? So you need to be trustworthy. You need to work on yourself to be trustworthy. Don't always be expectant from other people. You also work on yourself so that people can depend on you. That being said, number 6, fight fair. Most relationships have some conflicts, of course. Every relationship have conflicts. If you're in a relationship and you're telling me, no, it's all perfect, it's all going smooth, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, you've not started, you're not being real. Yes, you're not being real, because no 2 persons are the same, right? Compatibility didn't say you're the same, or you just, everything you like is what he likes. No, it's just you coming to a common ground, meet at a point. Relationship means 2 persons relating in a boat, in a ship. They decide to go in the same direction. Doesn't mean they don't have their differences. All right? Yeah, so that's what it is. So fight fair. You have conflicts in your relationships. How you handle it is very important. It only means you disagree about something. It does not have to mean you don't like each other. You disagree because you have different perspectives. Your different personalities coming together to work on the same direction. Yeah? So people must come to an agreement to be able to fulfill a purpose. Okay? So fight fair. State your grounds, yeah, but also know when to compromise. Also know when to back down. Also know when to stand up to a point. Okay? Yeah, so that's when you can say you have a healthy relationship. But if you're always the yes, okay, I'm the oh yes member, let's call some people oh yes member, you're not living a healthy relationship. That means you don't have an opinion. That means you don't have a say. That means you don't know you don't even have a purpose. You don't have anything that cuts across to you. You don't have anything to contribute. So relationship is two persons coming together to be on the same ship and be able to get to a destination. That is what relationship is about. All right, so especially when you're having some conversations, I always tell myself, oh yeah, cool down before talking. You have to calm down before you now talk. Or sometimes when you say some things without being calm, you can't take them back and you regret it. You keep paying with plenty sorries over and over and over. So over time, I've also learned that I try to be calm first before I burst out so that I can actually burst out constructively. Okay? Yeah, then the use of the I statements. Share how you feel and what you want without assigning blames, okay, or motives. Example, when you don't call me, right? I start to feel like you don't care about me. Versus when you never call me when you're away, I guess I'm the only one who cares about this relationship. Do you get the point? Get the point, yeah. So find a balance in your relationship. Find a balance. Let it be more of we, no more of I. I sound selfish, sound like it's just I, just you. You're the only one that matters. You're the only one that should be cared for. You're the only one that should be looked out for, and all of that. It should be both of you, all right? And most times it doesn't come at the same level, right? But if you identify your strength, try to use it to better your relationship and not to use it against the other person. Okay? Yeah, so when relating as well, for you to have a healthy relationship, yeah, you need to keep your language clear and specific. Don't beat around the bush. Try to be as open as possible. Openness is very important in relationship. Yeah? You have to be open to the next person so they can understand you more, understand you better, and know how to treat you well. So they can know how to stand right by you when relating with you. Okay? Yeah, so keep your be open. Be yourself. You're free to be upset in relationships. Yeah, I've heard people say, I've never been upset, I've never upset me. It's not true. You're free to be upset, right? But how you handle it is very important. How upset you get and when you control it. It's very important. Okay? Very, 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 very important. Avoid criticism and judgment. Yeah, there is the constructive criticism here where you try to boost the person by criticizing his or her work in a positive way that can help the person grow, not to bring the person down. All right, so avoid negative criticism and judgment. Be that loving person. Be the shoulder he or she can climb on and be able to strive and run higher. So that's what healthy relationship should be about. Attack the problem you have, not the person. A lot of ladies fall into this trap. We'll start attacking the man. We'll start attacking the person. We'll start attacking our female friends. We'll start attack the problem, not the person. Okay? Deal with the problem. Deal with it. And maintain your relationship. Unless the other person doesn't want to keep relating because they can't stand being criticized constructively. They can't stand being told truths. Okay? But it's important to keep your truths. It's important to share your truths so that you can have an open heart, an open-minded relationship with the person. Yeah, but most people can't deal with that. So you need to really find out how to maintain your relationship with those people, how to cut across to them, why being clear and specific with them while relating. It's very, very important to be clear and specific in relationship so that people know how to treat you and you also know how to treat other persons. Yeah? Yeah, so stop lingering on past issues. Like a lot of ladies linger on past issues. Like you have an issue, something comes up now, you start referring to what happened in 1980. You start referring to what happened in the days of your fathers. That's how you did it before. That's how you now did this before. I know you're going to do it again. All those energies are negative vibes. It's not good for a relationship. So for a relationship to go forward, you need to focus on the current issue. Don't always call back what happened 10 years ago, 10 months ago, 3 months ago, what you did last week to me. I didn't forget it, and I know you were going to do it again. That means you were storing. You have a storage that you're building. Yeah, you're waiting for the person's tank to be full. So healthy relationships don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. So you don't pile up things, right? You just let them go. Avoid using always. You always do this thing. You always do that. I knew you would do it, and all of that. Those are not good signs for healthy relationships. So avoid that if you're doing it. If you're listening to me now and you always do that, please avoid it. Avoid it. And don't ever avoid using words like never. I'll never forgive you. I will never forget. I will never forget the day you did this. You did that. You did this. It is a red flag. It's not good at all. It means you have enough space in your heart to bag dirt, to keep things that are not pure and healthy. You can't even live a healthy life yourself when you store things that are not relevant. Okay? Let's learn to do away with those always, never, yeah. So I hope I'm not coming too hard on you, but it's very important we take that into our thoughts. Yeah. So I started learning how to also take responsibility for my mistakes. So in a relationship that is going to be healthy, learn to take up responsibility for your mistakes. Don't try to push it on the next person. Don't try to push it on the other person because you're domineering or you're always in charge and all of that. So let's try to be quick to apologize, right? If you do something wrong, just apologize. It doesn't change you. It doesn't diminish you. It doesn't bring you down. Rather, it increases your value. It increases your trustworthiness. All right. It makes the person know that he or she can depend on you. All right. Own up to your mistakes. All right. It goes a long way towards setting things right again in your relationship. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. Recognize some problems are not easily solved. Yeah. Not all problems cannot just be solved immediately. All right. Yeah. So I did a write-up where I said you are different people. You have different value system. Okay. Your beliefs, your habits, our personality is so different. It may not always be in alignment. Okay. But our communication goes a long way toward helping us understand each other and address our concerns. Okay. So pay attention to these things when you're relating. Let's not just be all about the butterflies in our bellies and all of those. Pay attention to details when we're relating to the opposite sex. If you're single listening to me, pay attention to details when you're relating. If you're married, pay attention to details when you're relating to family members, to colleagues, to people you call your friends. Okay? Pay attention to these details because it's very important. All right? It's very, very important. It's important that you figure out for yourself what you can accept and what you can't take, or when a relationship is no longer healthy for you. It's important. But you can only know these things. You can only know that a relationship is no longer healthy for you when you've paid attention to these things I've listed above, before now. Okay? So it's very, very important when relating with people, you pay attention. You listen more. You have a clear and specific language. Focus on current issues and all of those. Yeah, number 7. Yeah. Be affirming. Yeah, according to relationship researcher John Gottman, yeah, he said happy couples have a ratio of 5 positive interactions or feelings for every 1 negative interaction or feeling. Yeah, so express warmth and affection. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. I'll just put it in a simple language. Let your love bank be full. Let your love bank be high. Let it be high than the negative energies. Okay, so that when you have an issue, it won't just drown everything you've shared with that person in a twinkle. Okay, but it takes being deliberate in building a healthy relationship to get that done. So be affirming. Okay, number 8. Keep your life balanced. Keep your life balanced. So other people help make our life satisfying, but they cannot meet every need. The people we have in our lives can't meet every need we have. So you need to keep your life balanced. That was why I said earlier, you need to take care of yourself. You need to live a balanced life. Find what interests you, okay? Become involved in things that boost your energy, that increases your IQ, that, matures you, grows you, improves you, and all of those. Healthy relationships have room for outside activities. You should be able to be social. Socialize more. Make new friends. Increase on your net worth. Don't just stay and be. No man's an island. We're in relationship principles. You don't just relate with people at the same level with you. You also relate with people that are above you and people that are below you, and all of those, so they can have a balanced life. You learn from above, you learn from this level, and you also learn from below. Okay, so that you can have a clear and a balanced perspective to life. Okay, yeah. So Number 9, the process. It's a process. It might look like everyone in your life is confident and connected, but most people share concerns about fitting in and getting along with others. Okay, it takes time to meet people and get to know them. All right, it takes time to meet people and get to know them. The fact that you met someone today doesn't mean you know the person. Doesn't mean you just start pouring out all of you to the person. Doesn't mean you just become so open to the person. You have to take your time, follow the process, and learn and understand this person. People shouldn't just invade your space. Okay, people shouldn't just invade your space. I heard something. Person said, be careful. He said, I can't bring into my space someone that is unstable with his emotions. If someone is unstable with his or her emotions, that person already has personal issues, and you need to be careful how you also open up yourself to such a person, because with his or her instability, your what you share with the person, or what you how you relate with the person is key, and what you share with the person might not be safe. Okay, so you need to watch out for how and who you relate with. All right, follow the process. Don't jump the lines. Learn and understand the person. Observe the person. Let the person be able to earn your trust, to be able to get to the next level of your relationship with the person. Take your time. It's a process. It's a process. Number 10, and finally, I'll be stopping here. 10 tips I'm sharing today. The last tips for today, but not the least. Be yourself. It's much easier. It's more fun. It's relieving to be yourself anytime, anywhere, any day. Be yourself. Okay? Be authentic. Be real to yourself. You can lie to every other person, but you can't lie to yourself. You can pretend before other people, but you cannot pretend to yourself. You cannot pretend to yourself. All right? Be authentic. Don't pretend to be something or someone else that you're not. It's important to be yourself. So for you to keep a healthy relationship, it is important that you be yourself. Till I come your way again, I hope these few points of mine will encourage you to really, really begin to look at healthy relationship as very key and important. It's very important for you to run this year successfully. It's very, very important for you to do that. So stay healthy, keep a healthy relationship, and be happy always. Bye.